Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies,
a podcast from three dads who think they are parenting experts, but spoiler alert, we're not.
Now, I have been in a little bit of daze. I don't know if it's fatigue.
Are you confused?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've been, I don't know if it's sleep deprivation. I don't know if it's just me not paying attention. But I have started ignoring my wife entirely.
Yeah.
What do you mean ignoring her?
JC, here's what's happening. That new baby smell is starting to wear off.
Yeah.
And the adrenaline is no longer pumping through Trey's veins.
Oh, you're there.
Because how old's your baby? A month?
8 weeks old.
Oh, gosh. 2 months.
2 months.
Still in the weeks.
And so now the adrenaline has worn off, and now real life is setting in. And Trey's a little sleepy.
Yeah, man. And let me tell you this. It's not going to get better.
It's not so much that I'm ignoring her. That would be like actively trying not to pay attention to her.
Uh-huh.
It's just not giving my full focus to her. I mean, there's nothing against her or what she's saying, but I find myself every sentence she says, one more time?
Huh?
What was that?
What?
One more time? Can you hear
You're
it?
just not
What?
paying attention. You're super tired. I feel like
It happens.
It's going to happen. And what you got to get ahead of this before it gets worse. When was the last time you guys went on a date without the kid?
Never. It's been 2 months for sure.
But you do have parents in town, right? You guys have family in town?
Yep, right next door.
And you guys aren't helicopter parents where you're, I'm not going to leave the baby for 2 hours? Are you guys cool with leaving the baby?
We haven't, but I don't know that we're afraid of it. I think that it's too soon.
Yeah.
2 months in, a little too soon to just drop the kid off with grandma,
Not
grandpa.
to drop the kid. Have my grandma come over for a couple hours and you and Kara go to dinner. You need to do that once a week. That's prescribed by this guy.
But it has nothing to do with. I like talking to her.
Uh-huh.
I just have no focus. Does anybody else? This happen?
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
getting your
100%. It happens to me all the time.
But this is what's going to get her to go like, at least he's trying, you know?
Yeah.
Because I ignore Kinsey too as well, and I don't listen to her, and she says she thinks I'm going deaf. You know, there's times I go, but if you get out and you actually go and sit in front of each other where you have to actively listen, whether you're tired or not, that's going to show that you're trying.
Yeah, and you know what? What I have found is if you're sitting on the couch, baby's asleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and Kara, you're sitting on the couch, probably watching election coverage, right? You're sitting on the couch, you're each on your phones. If you're not looking at each other, it's
Right.
really easy to like not really pay attention to what they're saying because you're on the phone, the TV's on. It's just really easy. My best friend Philip, he always cracks me up whenever one of our friends brings this up. He says, "I got what you need to do. You just need to remember a few simple phrases when your wife is talking to you."
This will help everybody.
Yeah, you say, what? That bitch, and that's it. That's all you have to know.
And it goes with every conversation.
Wow.
Context clues are your friend at this point. I try to get a second sentence out. So is she like, say something to me?
Boy, oh my gosh, I can't believe my friend Tina did at work.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
you know, guess what? It was lunchtime, and I went to go into the fridge, and she had eaten my salad.
Okay, I know that it was lunchtime and that someone had eaten it. I don't know which person it was. Was it like a homeless person that was like off the streets crazy, or was it her best friend and it's all fine? I don't know.
See, that's when you just say something like, dang.
Or that bitch.
Exactly. That bitch is perfect. It's perfect.
Because the problem is, later on, she's going to tell you something, and it's going to be involving plans or something you have to have done, and she's going to go, Trey, did you take care of blah-blah-blah?
Yeah.
And you're not going to know what the hell she's talking about because you were not listening. You know that she told you to do something, but you didn't do it, and you have no idea what you were supposed to do, so you're just hoping to God that it's not important.
I don't know what it is, but, well, I guess I do know what it is. I'm lazy. That's the answer. So my wife, she'll give me a little honey-do list. Hey, can you take this box out to the garage or whatever it is? And that box will sit there for a week.
Oh, big time.
It's in the back of my head. I know I'm supposed to do it, but I just don't. And then finally, if I see her do it, I'm like, but I was about to do that.
I do that
She's
too?
like, no, you weren't. It's been sitting right here for a week.
And the problem is my kids are picking up on how I do it.
Yeah.
So they're starting to do that now. My wife will be like, yo, Kaysen, you want to play Fortnite? Go clean your room, and then you can play Fortnite. He'll walk upstairs, and he's gone for a good 10 minutes, and then he comes back down, and he goes, hey, can I play Fortnite? Yeah, did you do whatever your mom needed you to do? And he'll go, I think so. And then he'll go play Fortnite. And then Kinsey goes upstairs and comes down fuming. She's like, this little punk did not clean his room, did not even touch it because he wasn't listening. But where did he learn it from? Me.
Yeah,
because
probably.
who hasn't taken out the trash in 3 weeks? Me. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna snowball, dude.
You know, one thing that's been, husbands get on wives' nerves all the time, but one thing that my wife has been doing, this isn't too big of a deal, so I don't feel that bad talking about this.
Okay.
But I walk around my house, I have my AirPods on all the time. I'm always listening to a podcast or an audiobook or something.
Yeah.
And so the kids go to sleep, or if I'm just like washing dishes, I'll have an AirPod in and I'm listening to something. And so anyways, we'll be talking and the conversation will kind of end. So I'll kind of pop my AirPod back on and I'll like walk away. But then she'll say something like as I'm leaving. So then I gotta pause, go back in, take the AirPod out and be like, what was that? Then put it back in. She's like, no, I was just saying, haha, wasn't that a good episode?
It's gotten to the point where I have to be like, I have to have an excuse to go and say what. I'll be like, the water was running. I know it's annoying, but I heard it's important that we, and then I missed the really specific part that I need to know.
Right.
Tomorrow. I can't guess it. What was it? I'm sorry. The water.
Has she been picking up that this has been starting to become a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will just be like, never mind, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Has she told you that? Do you need to go to a doctor or something? Because Kinsey says that sometimes. She'll say that too. Or they'll pick up on it, Trey, and then she'll forget to tell you something or that you needed to do something, but she knows we don't listen. So she'll say, I told you you needed to do that. And then who's the bad guy? You.
You are.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why we got to listen better. Because in that way, we call it out and be like, no, I always listen, which
Nick,
I don't.
You said you're always listening to something. Are you listening to a book right now?
I really need a new one.
Yeah?
So if anyone has any suggestions, I would love to have one.
I just started a new book called
Hold on. Trey, you like space operas?
Yes, I do.
Is this one?
It is not.
Okay.
This is a biography of a guy named John Hunter. He is considered the father of modern surgery.
Okay.
Whoa.
And it's like in the late 1700s, early 1800s, and he's devising all of these ways to cut people open and fix them.
We got a lot of like bad stories, like surgery's gone wrong.
I'm only a couple chapters in, but
Okay.
yes, so far. And they're kind of like, here's one story of how he figured out how to fix a knee. That's the very first one. But do you know how they started to learn how to do surgeries in the late 1700s?
No, how?
They would grave rob, go get the corpses,
Really?
go and cut through the tissue that's just barely decaying. So they would have like prisoner hangings. So the prisoners would get hung, fresh grave dug, dropped in there, and then this doctor would either himself
That
or
night.
have his people go out while it's still fresh, go and steal that body so he could go and do experiments on them.
Like autopsies almost.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
It's
wish I
nuts.
could. I wish I could do a time travel to the first time the doctor opened up a body, and just to hear his reaction, like, "Oh, the hell is that?"
What in the world is that? Yeah.
that's what we look like in there.
I mean, technically, I guess the first surgeon would have been somebody with a long sword that's right across the belly.
You like space operas?
Listen, there is a long book series called The Expanse, and it's great. It's been described as Game of Thrones in space, and I am through 2 books, have the 3rd book. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. If we are going to switch it to like chatty daddy's topics and space, just to bring it back to the podcast.
Totally.
My son, someone gave him some Star Wars pajamas.
Okay.
I like Star Wars. I'm fine with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know a ton about Star Wars. But so he's been asking about Star Wars. And so he's been asking to see little videos. And I try not to let him look at my phone very much. But he's been like, I want to see the bad guy in Star Wars. So I'll show him a few pictures of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, I want to see another bad guy. Then I'll show him like Darth Maul. And I'll show him another bad guy. And I show him Jabba the Hutt. Anyway, so we look at a lot of pictures every now and then. And now he's been like, I want to see a video. So now, like, we'll start watching videos. And it's just more and more on the phone.
Eventually, he's going to be on the phone watching TikTok like my daughter, and I feel like
Yeah.
an awful parent.
So what's your policy, JC, with tablets and phones with the kids?
So let me just start out by saying, when we were pregnant, we went to a restaurant, and I saw a 4 or 5-year-old kid at the table on an iPad. And I said, you see that kid over there? Those parents are garbage. That is not going to be us.
No way.
We are not doing that. Our kids are going to be at the table talking to us, and we're going to have wonderful conversations, and it's going to be beautiful. So let's fast forward now, 8 years later, Nick. My kids are those kids.
Yeah. Do they take them to restaurants and stuff in public?
So we don't take them to. We did. We had them at restaurants when they were a little bit younger, and I felt just like this is not what dinner should be about. When my kids are watching videos,
kind of a give up.
It's a give up. So we took it away from that at dinner. So if you ever catch us at dinner, you might catch them on the phone sometimes if they're being too obnoxious. But as far as it goes, they each get 1 hour of screen time. So they can use that for their tablet. They can use that to play video games, or they can use that to watch YouTube videos. My daughter right now really likes to watch TikTok videos. So if she does that, I usually let her watch TikTok videos for about 30 minutes, and then I'm like, hey, switch on over to Toca Boca, which is a fun little game that she plays, or watch a YouTube video or something other than TikTok. My son uses his time strictly for Fortnite. He gets on Fortnite and he plays that. Sometimes they play together and they'll play Among Us, which is fun for them to play together. Or they'll play this game called Roblox, which a lot of their friends are. So they get 1 hour every day. As long as they behave and they don't fight on the way home from school, they'll get to do that. And a lot of the times I'm lenient and I'll let them play a little bit longer, especially Kason with Fortnite. If his friends are on, I hear them having fun. They're not doing anything stupid. I'll let them play an hour and a half, because I remember when we were kids.
Totally.
I spent, an entire night playing video games.
So much time playing Sega.
You know what I mean? So I remember back to when I was a kid and thinking, now as an adult, okay, I played way too much. So I try to go middle in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle.
My kids aren't really there yet. My kids watch way too much TV.
Sure. Everybody
I am
does,
the first one to admit, they watch tons of TV. And so I haven't wanted to introduce the phone or the tablet because we already have one bad habit.
Yeah.
Let's try not to do another one. But during Amazon Prime Day, Amazon was having sales on the little kids tablets.
Yeah.
So we bought some. They were half off. So we bought each of them one. We haven't given it to them yet. And I think we're just going to hang on to them for a road trip.
Yep.
Or if they're sick and we have to wait in the doctor's office for an hour, something like that. So we haven't busted. I haven't even turned them on or anything yet, but we have them, just still haven't.
Yeah.
We might go somewhere over Christmas break. We may drive a few hours, so we'll see.
That might be the good
A little
one.
nervous about that, but
Yeah, Quaid can't make out what's on the TV, I don't think, but his eyes are definitely drawn towards
darting
the
over to
light.
the light.
The
Yeah,
light
for
is,
sure.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, it's scary, and there's honestly, you could find studies that say screen time is good for kids. You find studies that say screen time's awful for kids. You can find whatever study you want to go towards, you can find it.
I will say, I'd let him watch football,
Yeah.
but it's
good for him.
Yeah, exactly. He's learning. It's educational.
Yeah, that's fine.
well, one thing that is important for every family to have is a healthy family meal. And honestly, that can be a lot of work. Have any of you guys ever tried to actually cook a full meal? It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, Nick.
And healthy meals tend to be complicated. They're time intensive. And not to mention, some cannot be tasty to eat. You cook for an hour and it is not tasty.
It's like a little sad plate of spinach.
No, thanks.
No, thank you for that.
Well, finally, cooking fresh, flavorful meals that your family will love can be made very simple. How, you ask? With the Panasonic 2-in-1 Flash Express Multi-Oven. It's a broiler and microwave oven that makes cooking easy and opens up new ways to make your family delicious, nutritious meals.
Yeah, so get ready to liven up mealtime with plates full of yummy, colorful meals. It's the 2-in-1 that makes this healthy cooking simple and inspires your inner chef, and we all have that inner chef in there.
To receive special offers, go to PanasonicKitchen.com and become a Panasonic Kitchen Insider.
Boom. Hey, do you guys ever read stuff on the internet that just makes you feel like you're an awful parent?
Yes.
All the time, right? Trey,
Usually I read it while I'm sitting on the couch next to my kids while they're binge watching the 10th episode of Cocomelon and I'm on my phone ignoring them.
This one was one that caught my eye from a dad blog, and it said the mistakes we make as dads.
Wait. Do you read dad blogs for real? I have not opened up a dad webpage at all.
If I'm cruising on the internet and there'll be a link to something maybe, but I'm probably not specifically on a dad blog. If I'm on Google News, because something will come up.
My wife has all these Instagram feeds, all the Facebook
That's
pages,
moms.
and I got
moms
nothing.
do that. Yeah.
Mine just hit me, like sucker punch you when you're on Facebook, checking up on mom. How's mama doing? And then I see this mistakes dads are making. And I think to myself, I feel like I'm a badass dad. Let me check this out real quick and make sure that I'm not making
See how I can prove this article wrong.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then you get into the article and you're like, oh, crap.
Oh, wait.
I've done all of them. And so I got into a conversation with Kinsey, and she said, well, because I got down on myself, because all 10 of them, I think there was 10. And she goes, why are you getting down on yourself? I was like, because I'm making all these mistakes, like I need to figure this out. And she said, well, let's chat about it. Write down what you think are the biggest mistakes you made so far. So I brought it into the show because we do this from time to time at the house, and we...
Oh, good. We could compare the thing. Nick and I have written down a bunch of stuff we think you've done wrong. As a parent.
We have a whole list.
Yeah,
Didn't know when to bring it up, but we got it.
So one of the ones that hit me really hard is being too critical with my kids, mostly with my son, because a lot of the times you find that you remember all the good things you did as a child, right? Like, oh, I was this, and I did this, and I got these good grades, and I did all that. We don't, seldom do we remember the bad, right? So you actually have to sit down and think about it. So when my son does something wrong, which led me to another one, is comparing.
Yeah.
Not only is it bad to compare your kid with other kids, it's bad to compare him with you.
Yeah. JC, I'm very similar about being critical with my kid. And we talked about it a little bit. My kid's 4.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I think in my head, it's like, okay, he's 4. He has more life experience. He should know how to act right now or what to be doing. But then I got to think like, well, he's 4. Like, of course, all he wants to do is play. He's not worried about finishing his dinner right now.
And we gotta, and a lot of the times, like, he'll find something funny when he gets in trouble, and we'll go from him being sad or being in a shocked face to him, maybe a toot noise happening, a fart noise happening, and he laughs about it. And instead of letting him be a kid, which he should be, and that is funny to a kid, I'll snap at him. Like, this is not the time to be funny. These are the moments that I find myself struggling with because I don't think about it until after.
Yeah, it just comes out.
I don't know how to be in that moment and not be so damn critical where I can actually go back to being a kid and thinking, yeah, that was pretty funny. Let's laugh about it. Screw all this serious stuff that we got going on right now. Let's just be a kid. And he learned his lesson. Another thing is not trying to show emotions. I don't know about you guys. A lot of dads are supposed to be macho, and I grew up in a very macho type atmosphere with an uncle and all that stuff where like, don't you're not allowed to cry and everything. From what I read, it is incredibly healthy and beneficial for our kids to see us be emotional.
Yeah.
It's okay for our kids to see that we get hurt. It's okay for them to see that we are impacted by other people's actions. Not over the top, but it's okay for your son to see you sad. You don't have to, my son will walk in sometimes and he'll see me sad and he'll go, what's wrong? And I'll go, nothing. No, we're fine. Everything's fine. It's okay to tell him, Daddy's sad.
Yeah.
And this is why Daddy is sad, and this is what I'm going to do about it and fix it up. Another thing, I find that I disengage a lot now. When you first have a kid, and Trey, I know you notice this. When you first have your kid, you're doing everything with him, right?
Yeah.
You're getting down there and you're playing with his little dumb toys that make noises and his little crates and all that stuff. You're down there and you're playing and you do all these things. And as they get older, you keep doing that. But now that my kids are 8 and 7 years old, I find myself not wanting to play dolls with my daughter. Or I'm tired. I find myself so disengaged at times. Yesterday, for example, I was trying to watch football. And Chloe came up and said, hey, will you play Barbies with me? And I looked at her and I was like, nah, Daddy's watching football. And I didn't see it, but I felt it. I felt their shoulders drop. I felt it. And I remember turning around and she was walking back upstairs, kind of looking down.
And how many dads have been in the exact same position? I'm watching sports right now.
Yeah,
16 weeks a year.
And I promise you guys, I'm sure there's even audio of me saying that I wouldn't be that dad. And I caught myself and I said, what the hell am I doing? I paused the game and I said, Chloe, you really want me to play Barbies? And she looked at me and she goes, yeah. So I got up and went and played Barbies with her. I probably wouldn't have if I hadn't seen this article, but I was so still in touch with this that I got up and did it.
Did you miss any good plays?
No, because I paused it.
What was the scenario? What was the Barbie scenario? What did you do?
I was the big brother, Ken.
Okay.
And then she was Barbie, and then we had Stacy being the little sister. So we were just big brother, big sister, babysitting our little sister.
Yeah.
I was a musician.
Oh, yeah.
And Chloe was a dentist, or her Barbie was a dentist.
That's cool.
So that was the scenario. We played for a while, and it's hard. But I felt like it actually livened her up a little bit, and it reminded me of when they were little. And another thing I find, going back to this, I'm too serious all the time with my kids. I'm starting to I'm not as playful as I used to be. I posted a video yesterday and we talked, I think we shared it on the Chatty Daddy, you commented on the Chatty Daddies. It's my daddy's home dance. And I remember just always being goofy like that and silly, and I give a damn what people think. And I find myself now as I get older trying to be too serious, like a dad like I should be excluded from the silliness that they have as kids and remembering all that. So I feel like some of these articles come into your eyesight at the right time, because it's like a nice little reset that we all need as dads.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Or moms too. I'm sure some mothers deal with this as well.
Yeah, it's interesting that you're doing this. I think moms are very critical of themselves, and I don't think dads really are that introspective, or at least will admit that they're that introspective. So it's probably a good exercise that you're doing that we should probably all do. What are our shortcomings of being a father? Temper
punishment was another one I was awful with. Yeah. I'll get mad as a dad, and I will throw the punishment right there as I'm pissed off.
Yeah. I do the same thing immediately. Like they do one thing that they shouldn't be doing, and I'll immediately jump to the most extreme punishment.
Yeah. He'll do some stupid, he just drop something and then talked back to me. Mm-hmm. That's it. You're grounded for a week from Fortnite or whatever. Mm-hmm. And, you calm down later on, and Kinsey will look at me after he walks away. Kinsey's really good at not questioning me when it comes to this. She'll look at me and go, no, that was a little harsh. A week, maybe a day, but a week. Mm-hmm. And at that point, it's too late because you can't pull punishments.
Yeah, you can't take it back. So, then you look weak.
Yeah, you look weak. So it's like one of those where you taking that step back, being more engaged with my kids. I needed that because I found myself drifting a lot lately, especially the last year.
If you would like a little boost, I was eavesdropping on you one day while we were all doing quarantine stuff and doing the Kid Credit Morning Show from home.
Yeah.
So I'm able to hear what y'all are doing, make sure y'all are still connected. And Kaysen had come in and he didn't do something. And so he was coming to tell you, hey, this is what happened. He may have broken something. I'm not exactly sure what the scenario was. But he came in, and apparently he was looking down at the ground, and he was kind of like not explaining himself. And you're like, hey, look up at me. Tell me in my eyes exactly what happened. And I was like, boy, that is a great lesson to teach your son. Don't
eye contact.
Exactly. Eye contact, which I wish, you probably need to tell me every day. Make more eye contact, Trey. But I thought that was a great lesson, and I was like, boy, JC is being a good dad right now. He's trying to get his son to learn a life lesson that he'll be able to use forever.
See, that's something we need to as parents. We need to compliment other parents a little more often, because you hear me, we're probably harder on ourselves than other people would be, but I get so down on myself that I do forget that I may be doing some things right.
Yeah.
So that is something. If you see somebody doing something right, thank you, Trey.
And that was months ago that I still think about that, and I'm like, I will take that lesson and make sure that he's looking me in the eyes whenever he's having this conversation with me.
But definitely, if you're sitting listening to this podcast, I strongly suggest having that sit down with your partner, and Kinsey even helped me out. I'm sure she was holding on to a lot of these for a while.
She let you know.
But she helped me out, and she told me, I feel like you could do better with this. And I feel like you do pretty well with this, but you could fix this. And I feel like it's like a tune-up with a car. You tune up your car, you got to tune up your parenting skills as well,
And sometimes you need a little extra help.
100%.
It's not always you can just sit down with your partner. Sometimes things can get a little gloomy. Sometimes you need to work on a relationship. Sometimes you need to work on things as a parent. Sometimes you need to just talk to somebody. And BetterHelp can really make that a lot easier.
I haven't looked at this copy yet.
Me either.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking at it right now. Good freaking segue, though, Trey. That was money.
And it's not like you have to drive to a counselor's office, park your car somewhere, walk in, talk to a receptionist, any of that. It's an app. So you're able to contact your counselor at any time. You'll get immediate, timely, and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule a weekly video or phone sessions.
What's nice is you can do this, obviously, from home. So you're not having to sit in a waiting room. You're not having to worry if other patients outside can hear you through the thin walls.
Exactly. And, and especially during COVID times, maybe you're trying to keep it super safe right now. But you can have a licensed professional or counselor who specializes in depression or stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBTQ matters, grief, self-esteem. There's a counselor for all these.
Yeah, and just because this is online or it's on an app, everything is totally confidential. It's convenient. Everyone is professional, and it's affordable. And so you can check out a ton of testimonials about BetterHelp on their site. So if you want to start living a happier life today, as a listener, you will get 10% off of your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/daddies. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/daddies.
That's one of those ideas I wish I came up with, you know?
Oh my gosh, seriously. So, I was thinking this is just a little production note. We can talk some of this out.
Okay.
And we can
Okay.
include our listeners in on this.
Let's do it.
So we have intro songs that we
Right.
rotate every now and then. Again, if anyone would like to send us one, that'd be great. But I was like, well, everyone has a sign off. Do the chatty daddies need a sign off phrase or something, like a little encouragement kick in the pants to take the podcast out the door? So I thought of a few. Some of them are not good.
Okay, let's see
So I'm
what you
telling you,
got.
some of them are not good.
Because this is like the sign off, like Ryan Seacrest has Seacrest out or whatever.
Well, I would say the first example would be the Kid Craddock Morning Show is keep looking up. That's where it
what
all is.
Yeah, but you would say or Seacrest at least is on TV, so the majority of the audience has seen that.
So here are some of the sign-offs that I came up with. Grow that family tree.
Let's try it all together, though.
All right.
All right. So
Hey, so we'll all say our names.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Nick.
I'm Trey.
I'm JC.
And
Grow that family tree.
But what if I'm done growing the family tree?
That's true. I don't know.
I don't want to.
Okay.
The family tree has been planted already. It still has
But
to
you can still
grow.
grow
Oh,
it.
the kids
Yes.
are going to keep going. You're right.
You got to
you're
water
right.
that tree.
I like it. I like it.
Hug your kids today. I'm Nick.
I'm Trey.
I'm JC.
Hug your kids today.
Oh, that should add. It should be and remember.
And remember,
Hug your
those
kids
Hug your
today.
kids
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Okay. This one is very encouraging. This is going to be very uplifting.
Okay.
Be the best dad you can be.
Oh, I like that
Okay.
one.
I'm Nick.
I'm Trey.
I'm JC.
And remember, be the best dad you can be. Okay. This one is almost more of like, I was thinking would be like a toast that you're giving at a meal, but I made it into a sign off.
Yeah.
So maybe it would just be one person saying it. I don't know. May your kids be happy and partner be satisfied.
May your kids be happy and partner be satisfied.
Which one of these did you think we would like?
No, I said
just
I
checking.
didn't say. This is just a launch pad.
Yeah.
To get the brainstorming going. Change the world for your kids. See, this was in my cheesy phase.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one. That's
Yeah.
where you're in your feels.
This is the last one. This is the real cheesy feely one.
Okay.
Be the dad your kid needs.
That's actually pretty good,
Wow.
I have heard the saying before that you should be the person you needed as a kid.
Good one.
So that's one that I also try to
Be
stick
the
with.
dad you needed as a kid.
That's not. It doesn't have a good ring to it. I'm sure there was a better way to say
Why don't we
it.
steal one from back in the day when they used to do it on The Price is Right and just say, and remember, spay and neuter your dads.
Yeah,
You know?
I like it.
Remember, after 3 kids, spade and neuter your dad. Wait. Is it spade or neuter? Which is the boy?
Spay and neuter.
Spay the cat. You spay the female, and you
Neuter the
boy.
male.
Yes.
But you neuter males of either cats or dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, got it. See, that's good to know.
So that was just my thoughts. I'm not asking for anyone to have feedback right now, but maybe chew on it for a little bit.
Maybe we'll put up a poll there on the Chatty Daddies.
I don't
Insta.
think these should be voted on.
Oh, really?
This is just the topics that the jumping off point.
Okay, so if you have an idea for us,
Mm-hmm.
we need to hear that.
And you know what, Trey? We have a new way that you can do that.
We do.
We do. We have a phone number. So now you can call us anytime. We won't answer, but you can leave us a voicemail.
Yeah.
And the number is going to be in the description of this podcast. It'll be there every week. But if you want it, the number is 972-454-0581.
So this is the first week we've had the phone number, brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And you ever try to look up to see what your phone number spells?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it right now because the zero is not going to help us out there. It's gonna, and the one sucks.
Listen,
So-
it's
It's JKL or TUV, and that's the only letters we can work with here, guys.
Nice.
whenever I put it through the little simulator on the computer, it comes up with like 9 rail I 5087.
Nice.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's absolutely nothing, and I can't even change it into like shorter words
Yeah.
like OU812.
Well, it's a Google Voice number. It was free.
It's true.
I mean, we'll
So
take
I
it.
didn't want to
from it?
pay for a vanity
Of course,
thing.
of course.
But so if you have a better suggestion, you can do that. If you would like to text us anything, you can leave us a message about if we sucked or tell us a story. You can do that there.
Or if you happen to know a dad of the day.
Ooh,
if you get a dad of the day story and you think we need to hear about it,
Yeah,
let
that's
other
fine,
people
too.
hear about it, I say you send it to us, and then we'll read it on the podcast, much like I'm about to do right now.
Oh, who's the dad of the day?
A 29-year-old man in Ohio who is now a father of 5.
Wow.
So Robert Carter, who's one of 9 kids, knows firsthand about the trauma of brothers and sisters being separated because at age 12, he was placed in a foster home without his siblings. So he said, I didn't eat for a week. I didn't know where my family was. I didn't know if I would ever see them again. It was traumatizing. When he became a foster parent to 3 boys in December of 2019, he was determined to reunite them with their sisters.
That's right.
So after 6 months of them being apart, not seeing their siblings, he was able to foster the 2 sisters too. And he said everybody was just crying and hugging and not wanting to let go. In that moment, I knew I had to adopt all 5. So Robert adopted all 5 of them just a couple of weeks ago. He said he can identify with one of the siblings who started to act like the parent to the other siblings because that was his role whenever he was in his family of 9. He said, I want her to have a childhood. I didn't have one. I won't even let her make her brothers and sisters a bowl of cereal. That's not her job. Her job is to play.
What a stud.
29. 29 and you're
29.
adopting 5 kids?
A single dad adopting 5 kids so that they could all be together forever.
What a hero.
What a stud. That's a good dad of the day. And we're going to end this podcast with a dad joke. Haven't done a dad joke in a while. So if you got a good dad joke,
You could be the dad joke teller.
yeah, that's right. You can tell us a dad joke and we'll play it on the show if it's good. This is it. I wouldn't buy anything with Velcro. It's a total ripoff. So that is it for this week's episode.
Yeah, hit us up anytime at chattydaddies.com or at chattydaddies on social media.
And then also, leave us the voicemail like we just said. The number is in the description. Hit us up on social media and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you next week. Wait. You guys want to... but we should try one of the sign-offs then,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm Nick.
I'm Trey.
I'm JC.
And remember,
hug
grow that
your
family
your
tree.
parents. Oh, we
We'll
didn't.
work on it. We'll
Yeah,
work
we
on it.
got you.
We'll work on it.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.